Hi. I keep starting over. I can't stop yawning. It's 10 o'clock and I didn't sleep good last night, but still, man. Um, I wanted to just update. I stayed the night at my sister's. We had a good time, and we ended up having a good dinner, had a couple drinks. I mean, nothing. It's not like we got drunk or anything like that. It was nothing like that. Um, Watched a movie, just, sisters hanging out. And then, you know, woke up, took a shower, got ready, and came here. Got here in time to make sure everything was good to go, that my uncle was up and ready. And I mean, he was having a rough time of it. And, he did agree to go, did not go peacefully, I guess you could say. And, my sister came here also, and we were able to get him out in the car, and it's just like non stop snapping at me. And I'm just like, seriously, you hang around people that are just total negativity all the time, and it rubs off on you, and I don't want to be that person, you know? And it was just like, my driving, and then he tells me to park in a certain spot, and when I go to park there, I guess there was a spot coming open, and he got mad because I didn't grab that spot, and I mean, it was just one thing after the other, nonstop. I mean, it's enough to, and then he just gets agitated, and I got the wheelchair out of the car because he wanted me to go in, get their wheelchair, come back. I'm like, it's easier if I just get the wheelchair that I have, go in there, come back, put the wheelchair away instead of making all these trips. And, you know, so he's mad because I'm not moving fast enough to get the wheelchair out and to, whatever. I'm not moving fast enough. And my leg has been bothering me, so I don't move that fast. I need to go to physical therapy, which Monday I'm going to go talk to them, and just screw it. I'm going. I'm going to go talk to them and at least go one day a week, try that out, and then maybe up it to two, see what they say. Um, I'm still supposed to call a doctor for my hip, and I haven't done that because it's like everybody else takes priority, and I just forget or I fail to get it done, and then I'm like, oh crap, I need to do this, I need to do that, but then it is what it is. I know I say that all the time. I get the wheelchair out, he gets in the wheelchair, and he's all mad, I guess. I don't know. So he can maneuver in a wheelchair with his legs. I mean, he does that at the house. And so he ends up pretty much maneuvering himself towards the doors. And, I'm following him, and then there's like an incline, and he can't get up it. I mean, it's not that big, but it is harder when you're in a wheelchair. I mean, his legs aren't strong enough, so then I have to push him, and he's cranky, and then, I get him in there, and by this time, I'm ready to say words I don't normally like to say, or I don't speak that way, and I'm kind of like just, you know, and it was so funny because the girl that is working there, I guess, I don't know if she just started, she's 19. She looks even younger than that. So we get called back. We go into the room. Now, he can get in and out of the car. Do you think he would get in and out of the chair that's there? That's, it's totally big enough. He could do it. He says he can't and he won't, and it is what it is. And then, so I sat in the patient chair, and the girl knew. I mean, because I was not the most pleasant person. And I was snippy, and, and I'm sitting there going, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to be that way. It's not you. I said, you know, he just gets me so wound up. And, I proceeded to give her the packet, and he was all mad about that because it's like the packet from the hospital. They don't need to see that, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sitting in the chair, and she comes over and she starts putting the chair up, whatever. And then she puts the legs out, and then she tilts the back, and she goes, just try to de-stress. And I'm like, oh, wow. All right, cool. So, I was comfortable. I sat back, and it's like I was relaxing, and the doctor came in, and, they're talking. And my sister is pretty much coming every day and doing his feet. She's doing a good job. And, um, watching Danny chase her tail. She's so sweet. She reminds me a little bit of PJ. And it's a shame that the other cats are so afraid of her. I don't know exactly what she does. I haven't heard any cat fights or anything. But, she is really sweet. And I just hope everything goes good with the new home adoption and stuff like that. I'm sorry, she makes me laugh. So anyway, that's an update. And so when everything got done, because he keeps, it's like a snapping turtle that won't let go of circulation. And she said, stop thinking about your circulation. It's not the problem. That is not the issue here. And, and it's so hard because, so then I pay the bill, we get going. He gave me the money. My sister had stayed behind because she was like the Tasmanian devil trying to do some vacuuming and a little bit of cleaning while he's not here because he won't move. And he doesn't, he's like on her heels when she tries to clean or vacuum or do anything. And it's like, he's constantly on her like he is me. And so it was an opportunity to, have her do a little bit while we were out of here. So that was really nice. And then he came back and he was just all, I think it wore him out. Getting all wound up like that can wear you out. I wish he would take that other medication for anxiety. And then, I know this is going long, but this is what happens when you don't allow a caregiver to do what they need to do to take care of you, because he does his own medication. He has a system. He's been doing it for a while. I guess it is what it is, and it works for the most part. However, he'll come over, he'll give me the bottles, say I'm out of these, I need these or something like that. Then I'll in turn call the doctor's office and, ask for a refill. But this time around, I had gone online. They always say, go online. You can get refills online. This was, a few days ago. So I go online, do it. I hear nothing, because usually I get a text message. Nothing. Checked with the pharmacist, nothing. So then I called the doctor's office, and then she went into the computer, and it's like, oh, they overlooked it. Well, that's why I always call you guys, because of this. He says he's out. So then she put a note in or something like that. Again, a couple days go by, and I'm like, wow, I haven't heard anything. Go to the pharmacy, and she goes, he does not have anything that needs to be refilled. So then I come back, and I'm like, I'm not going to go into his system, what he does. It doesn't matter. It's complicated. But I said, are you sure that you don't have an extra bottle or the refill or whatever somewhere? And so the one he did, he found it. He says, oh yeah, okay, I have these. I don't need this one, but there's this one. So I'm like, well, they say that you're not due a refill. Well, I made a mistake. Oh my God, he goes off. So I keep a spreadsheet, and every time I go and get a prescription filled, I put it in the computer, the date, the RX number, everything, put everything in there, and, when I picked it up, etc. So I looked in there, which I should have done to begin with, and I'm like, wow, I mean, it was picked up on the 6th of November. So, yeah, I mean, and it was for 90 days. So I said something to him. They made a mistake, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, you're not listening to me. You're not understanding me. In order for me to have this on the computer, on my spreadsheet, I had to have that bottle in my hands to have that information. And then I would give it back to him or put it on his desk, whatever. And sometimes I would do it. He would give me the paperwork, and I'd take it off the paperwork and just leave the pills on his desk, which I prefer to do. So either way, it was in this house because I had it. There's no way I could have had that in the computer and it not be here. So, I mean, he's like just pitching a fit. I said, it's somewhere here. Well, anyway, so so he's looking. He finds the bottle. He had put the wrong number on it. And the pills look alike. So he literally had to dump these 2 prescriptions out and go through them and separate them because they have a number on them. And he did that. And I mean, everything was okay. But I'm like, God, you could have been taking the wrong meds. I don't know. It was just... But I mean, everything's okay. Everything got squared away. But it was just like, why don't you just let me, take care of it? No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that. I'm fine. Whatever. But I guess it kind of scares me because being the caregiver, being the medical POA, people look at you like, why aren't you taking better care of them? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And I'm like, and it makes me feel bad because it's like they don't live here. They don't know how he is to live with. They don't know what he's like to put up with. And it's like any a lot of people don't. I mean, and a lot of people do. A lot of people will, kind of look at you and be sympathetic and stuff. But, there's people that just will look at you and judge you according to what they see, not knowing what goes on behind the scenes, and the difficulties and the obstinate and, everything else. But, it is what it is. I say that all the time. So this is just an update, rattling on. I'll try to cut some of it out of it. But so yes, he went to the doctors. Yes, everything's, I mean, we still have to continue to do some treatment and washing and medicating and stuff like that. And I'm just praying that this, clears up, goes away. I just have a funny feeling that, like, once it clears up, if we stop doing what we're doing, it's just going to come back, because, the situation. But, and, one more thing. I know that I put on this channel, and you'll be able to tell that I do post videos that I'm reading, and it does have to do with my faith and my beliefs. And I just figure that people that don't want to hear that will just skip over that, and that is totally fine. That's cool. And I'm really hoping that I'm not going to be getting any judgment for, people saying, oh, I'm not going to watch that channel anymore. She's got, this stuff on there. So I hope that doesn't happen. I hope people can just, some people will look at it, and if they have questions, hey, I'm here to answer anything that I can, and they want to know anything about why and how and etc. Cool. But I just want to put it out there, this channel is my journey about caregiving and pretty much my life, but it also, my faith is part of my life. And I do, I'm just excited to read this book that I got permission in writing to read. And I do go off on rants when I do it, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad or indifferent, but, it's hard not to in the world that we live in. But I'm going to digress from all of that. This is not the platform for this, that, whatever. So, with all of that said and rattling and ranting on, I am going to say goodbye. This light sucks. I, I don't know. I guess I need to figure up a different setup here. I need somebody who can teach me some stuff here. Anyway, y'all have a good night. You take care. Thank you very much. It's been fun. I do enjoy doing this. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.